Alright fam, today we're going to be finding out what's in the bag.
Yes! Oh shit!
Whoop whoop! Juggalo Fishing Fam, welcome back to another episode of the Juggalo Fishing Posse. I am your host Gillz, and today we're going to be doing something that a couple of you guys have requested so far. People are wanting to know what all I got in my tackle bag, the little bag that I carry with me, my ugly stick. We're going to be going over what all I got in there, what I carry around with me when I go out fishing. So, yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Alright fam, here is my tackle bag. Yeah, let's go ahead, dig right into it. Alright, first off, got the little pocket here showing for my clippers there, not my clippers, but my pliers. Really helpful. I'm actually going to go ahead and take that off so it's a little bit easier to dig into this thing. So, alright, so first off, it has a couple of side pockets up front that I literally use it kind of like a junk bag, random lures, snailed hooks and stuff like that. The other side pocket has some gloves, some power bait, tiny crawfish. Forgot those were in there, honestly. But yeah, I've got some fingerless cut off piece of junk gloves in there, a little net type thing to keep fish in should I desire to, and what else? Oh yeah, my rape whistle. It's actually just a little whistle, an emergency whistle. If you're going outdoors, you know, it's best to have something. You know, you get into trouble, you know, helps let people know that you're there, that you're in trouble. But yeah, that's what that's for. Anyway, I do have this little front pocket here that I use for stuff that I take off, like whenever I switch lures. I've got like a couple of jigs in there right now. We'll leave them be. Alright, right here, this isn't actually fireballs, salmon egg things. That's something special that we're actually going to be trying out in a future episode, so we're not even going to talk about that right now. Yeah, what else I got? The label has come off, but here's some of that fire glow stuff. I can't even remember what it was called, but basically it's a garlic scent chartreuse coloring to help brighten your lures up. Alright, so first off is terminal tackle stuff. You see I have an assortment of weights in here and also some grass apparently. But yeah, split shots, tear sinkers, bullet weights, big old egg sinkers as well. I've got a couple of different spots for them, but that's the first piece. Now the second one is going to be our hooks. So yeah, so basically jig heads and stuff like that right in the middle. Over here I've got a collection of different, like oops, sorry, put that back. Over here I've got a collection of different stuff, like I've got the weedless hooks that, you know, I like to use for wacky rigs. Couple of weighted belly blades, couple of circle hooks for catfish and carp and other things of that nature. Over here is my bigger, like, catfish, you know, big bait, live bait type hooks that I use. Over here we've got some offset worm hooks, and here we have our EWGs, which I always like to have a lot of those because I swear by the EWGs, get so much better of a hookup ratio. But yeah, that's the terminal tackle, and that does it for the front of the bag. So let's go ahead and delve into the next part. Alright, so next part, the next little box here. This is my, I guess you'd call it my panfish kit. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm trying to do this and hold the phone at the same time. But it's got a collection of little stuff in there, like this little Hellgrammite crankbait, a couple of small jerk baits, a beetle spin, couple more things over here. Got the creek popper, Rebel lures, and other small crankbaits and stuff of that nature. And of course, I've got, you know, everybody's favorite Bobby Garlands and stuff in here. I've got some little crappy tubes and other stuff of that nature. Let's see, we've got over here I've got some more. This actually came in the big giveaway that was sent to the show. So I've got a couple of those. I can't remember the names. A couple of little minnows, a couple of little tiny frogs, if you can see that, with two little paddle tail legs on it. But yeah, that's my you know, small fish panfish kit when, you know, I'm not using night crawlers or anything like that. But that's what that's for. Secondly, this little box here, some of you may already know what this is, but this is my fly assortment. And also I keep a couple of inline spinners down here at the bottom of it, but I've got all the flies up here. You know, this is a carp candy. You know, I've got couple of grasshoppers. I've got an ant over here, a couple of mayfly looking things, random little worm type deal. Just, you know, I throw 4-pound test, 3-pound test sometimes, so it helps to have a couple of fly lures, just, you know, pick off some little guys. Alright, moving on, we have, you know, you gotta like the stickers, you know, gotta have them. Alright, this is gonna be swim baits, if I can get it to stay there. Alright, now this is swim baits and spinner baits. See, I've got my soft plastic swim baits over here. I've got a couple of these already rigged up with a weighted belly blade. Smaller things over here. I've also got some curl tail grubs thrown into the mix. Alright, now up top is where I've got all of my topwater stuff. Frogs, spook, duck, even got a little cicada by Arbogast. The spider here that I got from Foulmouth Fishing, who was kind enough to send that to the show, because nobody sells those things around here, which I always thought was weird. But alright, in here I've got spinner baits for days, spinner baits, spinner baits, spinner baits, spinner baits, and more spinner baits. This is actually a saltwater spinner, but yeah, all kinds of stuff. I've even got, you know, that big bull shad looking thing there. Like, just a big assortment. It's kind of organized. It's chaotically organized. I know where everything is, but it might confuse everyone else. But that's yeah, that's my swim baits and flashy baits and top water up top, you know, because I don't like having a bin for just top water, a bin for movement, a bin for crankbait. Like, that's way too much to carry. So I compress it all down. That's just me. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like hauling 500 million things on my back. I don't want to be tired by the time I get down there. Alright, so this little place here is where I keep my bobbers. This little thing here is actually swivels, three-way swivels, little bands for Cincos, wacky rigs and stuff like that. So I like to keep all my swivels and swivel clamps in that little container there. Where was that? Oh. And here is just a little box I had for small hooks, small terminal tackle, whenever I'm going pan fishing and, you know, don't want to carry the whole pack. All I really got to do is just carry this little thing right here. So I've got like small jig heads, some Aberdeen hooks in here, some smaller gold hooks in there, a couple of painted small jig heads, and of course some split shot sinkers, because, you know, who doesn't love a split shot sinker? And yeah, like just an assortment of bobbers, you know, different sizes. Also got my my pole bells in there, even though they don't work that great, but I mean, it's peace of mind. But yeah, that right there is it for that. So let's go ahead and dive into our last big compartment here. Got two more boxes. So let's go ahead and get into the box here. This is my hard baits. So as you can see, I got some spoons over here. Here specifically is for all my chatterbaits. I've got a couple of different chatterbaits in there. Here's my lipless cranks, rattle traps, stuff like that. I've got a couple of square bills, all dispersed. My deep divers over here, my shallow divers over there. Got a couple more deep divers mixed in. And what we got here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that is a piece of cloth actually that holds the body together. But yeah, I got a couple of hard swim baits over there. Here's all my jerk baits, and of course here is some jigs, swim jigs, football jigs, whatnot. Like, got a handful of them all stuffed down into there, some with trailers already, some without. And of course, like I said, the jerk baits here. I've got this one, I believe is the Guggen Scout, which, as you all know, I'm not a huge fan of the Guggen squad, but I do have to give props where it's due. That Scout catches fish. I can't lie. I've seen it myself. I've done it myself. There's the Hutch. It's a good jerk bait. I've got a nice jerk bait down there. Can't remember what brand that is, nor this one. But yeah, all my crankbaits and hard baits and stuff like that. Got them all right there. Oh wow, we got stuff there. Okay. All right. And last but not least is our finesse box, our soft plastics for fishing the bottom slow and methodically. So yeah, I've got a couple of these Yodo worm things here. I've got them, like, I've actually been trying really hard to catch a fish with this thing because it just looks so cool. But I've got a handful of those in there dispersed up. But I've got big giant freaking worms. See, I've got one rigged up here with a swing weight hook offset. But yeah, I've got that. I've got some big ribbon tails. I've got some small ribbon tails, curl tails, U-tails. And here's a compartment up here for my stick baits. Now I've got like so many different kinds and colors in there, from pink to shit brown to blue, like all kinds of stuff. So that's where I like to keep all of them. Up here in the top left is where I keep all my Ned Rig plastics. It's mostly craws on top, but I've got some other Ned Rigs already ready to go in there. But I'm getting salt on my hands digging through there. But yeah, anyway, Ned rig stuff. Up here I've got trick worms and other random creature baits like lizards and stuff like that. And yes, I did, you know, look up and make sure I'm not storing any wrong plastics with the wrong plastics, you know what I mean? I keep this one right here open for any type of plastic that would not react well with the other plastics in here. You know, there's some out there that you can't use. That you can't, well, you can't put them together. They will literally melt and like turn into this big nasty gooey mess. Like, so you really have to do some research and be sure that you're not mixing the wrong types of soft plastics together, because it will you will regret it. I promise you that. Alright, now this big box, this big section here, like you can see, like they're a little full. The things are starting to bend. But I've got all my creature baits and my crawls and stuff like that. This one's already rigged up. I think that's a yum crawl. But yeah, a bunch of different crawls. I got so many different crawl imitators that it's not even funny. So I just keep them all in here. So yeah. Oh, there's a baby brush hog. Baby brush hog. But yeah, I like to keep all those together. And down here we've got a couple more brush hogs, different creature baits and stuff like that. But yeah, that right there is my soft plastics. I'm kind of tired of digging through them now because my fingers are getting all greasy and salty. But alright, so yeah guys, for everybody who's been requesting this, because I guess you guys are just curious, that's it. That's pretty much everything I keep in my tackle bag. As you can see, it's very light now. So but yeah, that is everything that I carry with me at any given time in my tackle bag. It yeah, I will take that over, you know, lugging that big giant tackle box around any day, which also that tackle box is slap full. And well, hell, I guess I got time to show you that real quick too. Alright guys, I'm not gonna go over everything in here, but I will give you guys a peek-see at what I got. You probably will have a lure-gasm, because like I said, it is slap full of stuff. Alright. Ba-boom. And ba-boom. And when I say full of stuff, like guys, I mean full of stuff. Like slap full of stuff. I can keep going. I can literally keep going. It's crazy. Literally so much stuff. Forgot that guy was in there. Alright, I got my line and everything at the bottom. Look at that pile of stuff in there. Yeah. But yeah, random jerk baits, some, you know, things that are old that I've been putting back together, a couple of old style swim baits and swim jigs over there. Got all my spoons over here, a bunch of spinners, random stuff. And I know you guys see the Angry Birds lures that I got there. Yeah, if you're intrigued, I'm glad, because we probably will be doing a video on those guys one day as well. So yeah, that's the master tackle box. and as you can see, it is slap full of crap. So you can easily see why I do not like to lug this thing around everywhere I go, because places I go have a lot of bushwhacking you got to do, and carrying that thing is a no-no. Alright guys, that's pretty much what I got for you today. I'm sorry if it was not as amusing as wetting some line, you know, doing a dangle and hooking some fish, but a couple of you guys have been requesting it, so I just went ahead and did it. Show you guys what I'm working with in my pack. So I hope it was somewhat entertaining for the rest of you folks, and for the people who requested it, I hope you enjoyed looking at my wares. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here and end it there, because now I have a giant freaking mess over here to clean up. So yeah, as you guys can see, I don't mind taking requests and showing you guys whatever it is you request for, as long as it is within reason. I mean, I'm not gonna run around naked for you guys, unless you pay, of course. You want to pay me, you can see the worm all day long. Go ahead, I need the money. Anyway guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Please go and do all those super cool YouTuber things. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and hit that bell so that you don't miss any episodes that I put out. We're going to give it a little bit more time for the giveaway, because I've literally still got people coming in and dropping comments, so we're going to give it a little bit longer. Let everybody get a fair chance. And but yeah, like I said, if you guys want to be super cool to the channel, go out and share it. Share it on your Facebook, on your Instagram, tell your friends. Let's get the word out there, and maybe help grow a little bit, you know. It does me it does my heart a whole lot of good to see people come on actually enjoying it, interacting, especially people who are doing requests and stuff like that. Like, that's awesome. Like, any request, anything you guys particularly want to see, get in the comments, let me know what you think. And yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this stuff up over here, and get in here and cook some supper, because I'm getting hungry. I'm thinking some gumbo tonight. Yeah, gumbo. Anyway guys, much Wicked Clown love to all you ninjas out there. Tight lines, sharp hatchets, and we'll catch you at the water next time, fam. Woo woo!